back to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. Of course, we just witnessed game number 5. Ireland defeating Great Britain by 17 points to 12. Up next, of course, is Australia, the home side here in Perth, looking to make their fans proud up against the United States of America for game number 6. This is going to be an exciting clash. We know the USA definitely have the firepower to overcome Australia, but of course then Australia have the fans behind them. It's a wonderful afternoon in Perth as we await these two teams. Australia losing out in Cape Town, of course, against Argentina in that final, so they'll be looking to convert that silver medal to a gold. But what exciting games we have coming up, of course. As I said earlier on, South Africa will be live for game number 2 after beating Canada by 24 points to 7 in their first pool game. They'll be taking on Spain at 20 past 12 South African Standard Time. You'll be live with Cal for that one here on Forever Sports. But it's all action. We saw Ireland take the early lead. Great Britain hitting back. Ireland scoring just before half time. But then Great Britain coming back again. And it was that one deciding try from Jordan Conroy that separated the two sides. The converted try to give them a 17-12 win over Great Britain. So good for Ireland. They're showing that they're not a one-trick pony. Racking up their first victory. And for the USA, they're up against the home side. But we know the likes of the USA, who they have in their team. Perry Baker, of course. The world-renowned experience of Perry Baker on the field. He's got the feet to move. He's got the magic to perhaps take the USA over the line here. And the United States will be kicking off from right to left. And we're underway in game number 6. Australia do gather the kickoff and are in possession for the moment. Up against this right-hand touchline play from inside their 22. Australia looking for space. Not finding it for the moment. Some great defense there. And some great counter-rucking from the USA. The referee saying playing on for the moment. Australia looking to dig that ball out. Still in possession. Still playing from inside their 22. Wonderful shape on defense here from the USA. Australia with the home crowd behind them. They'll be looking to go far in this tournament. But as we saw with South Africa, the home crowd not able to get the blitz box over in Cape Town in that second leg. The kick up ahead is knocked on there. It will be a scrum down. Australia almost regathering there. Not finding space inside their 22. Deciding to pump the kick, should I say. Upfield. And the regather just knocked on. It will be a scrum down to the USA. It's on their own 10-meter mark. 15 meters in from this left-hand touchline. The first opportunity for the USA to attack now. Can they get the ball to that man, Perry Baker? Once he's in space, we know it's all over from there. But Australia somehow have turned the ball over at scrum time. And they're in possession. The ball is loose. But for the moment, the USA can't get their hands on the ball. The referee says the counter-ruck is illegal, off their feet. So still defending the USA. Australia on the 10-meter mark, 15 meters in from this right-hand touchline now with an opportunity to attack. Is it going to be a tap and go here? Which we see often in the 7-man game. Quite often we see the scrum down being called when it's a penalty, but this time it's a tap and go. They play to this left-hand touchline. But again, not making many meters. And USA come away with it now with the penalty and a quick tap and go. But it's a wonderful counter-ruck from Australia. Playing on home turf, of course. Here come Australia now, straightening the line. Breaking one tackle into the 22 they go. This time around, not able to get men to secure the ball. And it's a penalty to the USA. A sigh of relief there. But it's all action here in game number 6. The USA have a penalty centre field, which they decide to put into touch. So they want to play from a line-out set play. You'll see often in the 7-man game, a 3-man line-out with 4 attackers, 4 defenders, which leaves a lot of space open. Can they free up the attackers of the USA here with this line-out? They've got to win the ball first. The USA with a throw. The line-out is good. In possession now. This is their first real opportunity after defending for pretty much 3.5, 4 minutes of this first half. They come away down this left-hand touchline. Just not able to release Perry Baker there, but keeping the ball alive. Over the 10-meter mark of Australia now. Baker at scrum off. Here's an opportunity for the USA. A little step in field. It's wonderful support play. Just coming up short there. The defense was resolute. And just on the last moment, you thought momentum was going to take him over. It's knocked on from the USA there. But some wonderful support play. Australia, though, will take some confidence from that. And it was just that final tackle that resulted in the unforced error. Not able to hold on to the ball. Australia, though, on their own 5-meter mark, 15 meters in from this left-hand touchline, have to try and relieve the pressure here and play from deep. Here's an opportunity now. Australia come away with it. Can he find support? He doesn't have the legs. Holding on to the ball for the moment, but they've worked themselves up to halfway. And just on the last pass there, trying to release the Australian attacking player. It's another unforced error, this time from Australia. So the score is still at 0-0 here in Perth. The home side there showing some promise. Working their way up 50 meters, up to halfway. But just not able to hold on to the ball. The defense making somewhat of a nuisance of themselves. And in fact, we're into the half of the USA, almost on their 10-meter mark. They will have the feed to the scrum. Can they get secure, solid ball here? And set the tone. Score the first try, the USA up against it here, against this home side. Up to halfway centre field. Strong defence from Australia there. Good shape on defence. And it's turned over. Strong defence can lead to attack as Australia come away with it. The last pass again. 10 metres from the try line of the USA. Up against this left-hand touchline. It was Cummings of the USA. Aaron Cummings coming across and making a textbook tackle around the thigh, around the waist. The Australian attacking player did get the pass away, but the support runner just couldn't hold on to the ball there. So a couple of unforced errors on both sides, not giving them the opportunity to open up the account here. It's still 0-0 with about 10 seconds to play in this first half. And although the scoreboard suggests 0-0, it's been end-to-end stuff here. That's the exciting part of the Sevens game. The USA decide they're not going to play any further from deep in their own half. They'll put it out. And it's going to be half-time for the moment there. It was Lance Williams who decided to hoof it into touch. And that's that for the first half here. The home side and the USA deadlocked at 0-0 with a 2-minute break to come. We look forward to the second half. Do stay tuned. That's the exciting part of the sevens. You look away for a moment and things can change. So South Africa, of course, winning the first leg of the World Series in Dubai, just to recap. And then Argentina taking the title on South Africa's home soil. But I'll just work you through the results for the moment on the men's division here. South Africa beating Canada by 24 points to 7 in game number 1. Game number 2, Argentina overcoming Spain. Game number 3, the French overcoming New Zealand by 33 points to 7. So a high-scoring affair there. Fiji and Samoa in an all-Pacific clash. Fiji triumphing by 14 points to 7. And Ireland, of course, just a little bit earlier on, overcoming Great Britain by 17 points to 12. And in game number 6, we deadlocked here at 0-0. The fans in full support here in Perth. The final words have been spoken from the coaches, of course. Only 2 minutes to get your say in, to refocus. And I'm sure the message is hold on to the ball. Draw a defender and get the support runners running different lines so that they can get over and score what would be the first try in this game, number 6. Australia, of course, playing at home in this leg of the sevens in Perth. And keep in mind, we will be live Friday, Saturday and Sunday on Forever Rugby, Forever Sports, with the final being the culmination of the third leg. And we hope, of course, to see South Africa, the Blitzboks, in that final. They've got to, of course, overcome Spain, of course, to secure a passage there. As the ball is loose now, Australia come away with it here. Is there an opportunity from the restart? Australia playing from right to left. Playing from centre field now. Australia have an overlap. There's a step in field. There's a try. That's the opening score for the home side. The fans are excited. Australia take the early lead. They kicked off the second half and it was a loose ball from the experienced Perry Baker. Australia gathering the loose ball up against this right-hand touchline. Then the ball was shifted to this left-hand side and a lovely little step in field. From Maurice Longbottom. And it's try time for Australia. The conversion is made easy because it was under the posts. And Australia take a 7-point lead here in Perth, giving the fans something to cheer about. This is sevens rugby. As they kick off, remember the attacking team who scored will take the restart. That's the rules of the 7-man game. USA, though, do regather the restart and have to play from inside their 22 again. An unforced error from Perry Baker, having somewhat of a forgettable afternoon here in Perth, as we see the likes of former Australian 15-man captain Michael Hooper cheering on his side. Big smile on his face as they're in the lead by 7 points to 0. Australia inside the USA 22 now have the line-out feed. And a real opportunity to go potentially 2 scores up. You want to secure the line-out ball. It is secure. Australia from right to left. Look to find some space. Here's an opportunity. It's a missed tackle. It's a try. It's try number 2. Just like that. For Australia, Dietrich Roach beating the last man there, having the pace on him, and he could only lay his fingertips on Dietrich Roach. And Australia have try number 2, and they 12 points to 0 up. The fans really have something to smile about because the conversion is over. And it's 14 points. That makes them 2 converted scores clear now. Australia, the fans, absolutely ecstatic. This performance in the second half from Australia, turning on the heat here against the USA. The USA, of course, have nothing to cheer about following that triumph from Dricus du Plessis, beating the United States of America and Sean Strickland. But just as I say that, the USA come away with it, and Perry Baker, you won't catch him, goes under the sticks. It's try time for the USA. Perry Baker with the real opportunity, opening the legs, making a shift, and it is a try for the USA. And they get one back now for the moment. Made a couple of errors, Perry Baker. But he's coming back. He's showing, give him the ball, give him some space. And he'll reward you with a try, and the USA are on the board. It's 12 points to 14. Or 7 points to 14, should I say. The USA still trail, so 1 score behind, 1 converted try with just over 2 minutes to play. The USA kick off now. And Australia do get the restart. It's knocked on though. So just like that, the momentum has swung in the favor of the USA. I was giving them some flack for that loss in the UFC Middleweight Championship bout. And in an instant, it's as if they heard me. They scored a try and they're in a real attacking position here. Just outside the 22. Via Madison Hughes. The referee playing advantage. The USA, though, do have the ball. Going backwards for the moment, the Australian defence. Tight on the attackers, but here come the USA in the 22. It's Perry Baker again. Surely now. Yes, it is. It's under the posts. And that's all square for Perry Baker. We forget about your errors, young man. He's come back with 2 tries in a matter of a minute and a half. The game is swung. It's going to be level should the conversion go over. It's under the posts. And this time, it's no mistake again. And we deadlocked at 14 all. Are we in for a scintillating finish here? But some wonderful support play from Perry Baker. Gifts him his second try. And it's 14 apiece. With under 30 seconds to play. Who's got the killer blow here? In game number 6, Australia thought they were running away with it, 2 scores clear. But in the 7-man game, in the blink of an eye, it can all change. The restart hasn't gone 10 meters, so an unforced error there might give Australia an opportunity. Can the fans rally behind the home side? Should they score, whoever in fact scores, it will be the winning try. Australia playing from halfway now. Go up past the 10-meter mark towards the 22 of the USA. Can somebody straighten the line? The ball security good. Australia look urgent on attack. Playing from right to left. A big hit there from Perry Baker. He's really coming to his own. in the second half, but Australia still have possession. Is there an opportunity now here down this right-hand side? They want to secure the ball. It's a wonderful counter-ruck. What does the referee say? Australia somehow in possession, but it's knocked on, says the referee. That will be that. The scores are level. It's going to end at 14 points all. Australia can't come away with a victory. The USA can't come away with a victory. It's going to be a stalemate here in Perth in game number 6. The USA 14, Australia 14. From myself, Roots, here at Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. Until tomorrow, I'll be seeing you live. Don't forget to tune in with Cal, South Africa, Standard Time, 20 past 12.